Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the AEW World's End Predict the Outcome special. As you see right here, many of these matches, the matches that's going to include the main event, a fatal four-way for the World Championship. Samoa Joe defends the world title against three former world champions, Swerve Strickland, Hangman Page, and MJF. Which one of these four men will leave as AEW champion into 2026? We'll talk about as much others, including the finals of the Continental Classic, two semifinal matches, including the one final match to get the pro wrestling show started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kid Dixon. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation. The hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget, subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend. Call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. All right. Let's not waste no time whatsoever. This is a Pro Wrestling Show special. We're going to get things packing right now here on the special with this. Most of this is going to be that. We're going to talk about this right here. The men's AEW Continental Classic will be starting, as you see right here. This is semifinals. Kyle Fletcher versus John Moxley. Both men have got to this point, got to this level tonight. They represent, I believe, the Blue League. We want to look at the Blue League brackets right quick on how did they get to where they got tonight. This is the Blue League. If we can show the Blue League right quick. Right here. Moxley and Kyle Fletcher with the most points. Against Moxley versus Kyle Fletcher. So we'll see that tonight. Moxley and Okada take one of the most points and stuff. So they're gonna be in different matches, but we could probably see tonight a possibility that we could see Takasha taking on Okada one-on-one. Okada versus Okasha one-on-one. That could be a match that we would love to see. And it could be the possibility heading that way. We'll keep a close eye on this. If that does happen, it could be them two in the finals. Speaking of the finals tonight, as well as they will meet. They will meet tonight. Yes, this will be tonight. But we're getting a treat tonight between these two, saving it for World's End. Just to strengthen the names. Who amongst them gonna win? You said we could see. I want to say, look for Okada to win. Okada wants this, and Okada's gonna cheat, causing Takasti the match. So look for that to happen. But this match has been building for months. And I can tell you that right now. There has been some distinction in the Don Callis family between these two, because now Don Callis gonna have to pick and choose who he wants. And I guess Okada's gonna make that choice for him. He ain't gonna want to do it, but Don Callis really like Takasha. But when you got some tensions like that feuding in and stuff like that, you can tell right there that this match is not going to be weak for heart between these two men. These two men don't like each other, generally don't like each other. But we will see how this is going to be that way tonight as well. So we'll see between these two. But look for Okada to win and cheating his way like he normally do. And he will do so tonight in that match. As well as this, it may be Okada versus Kyle Fletcher. So we'll see Okada versus Kyle Fletcher. But then you got John Moxley, who's also a wild card as well. I want to say these matches are really unpredictable, and we don't know who's going to emerge victorious in these matches. These matches will stand the test of time. I can tell you that right now. So look for that. happening as well. So you can probably see Moxley. This could be a round robin. When they say round robin, you bet your dollar on it. It could be a round robin match as well. So like you said, these matches will prove in the test of time. It's gonna go down, but look forward to seeing them matches. It might be just Okada retaining his championship and Okada getting the end road results of what he going through. Really don't matter because Don Callis gonna be winning some way, somehow in this match. So Don Callis could put his stamp of approval on that. And so he's going to equate to that being from what he's going to do as well. So look forward to seeing that tonight. Also, too, the World Tag Team titles are on the line. Tag Team Champion. Tag Team Champions will be putting their titles on the line. FTR defend the Tag Team titles against the Bang Bang Club. This match right here, a lot of nutrition as well. As you can see, the Bang Bang Club looking for this match. One thing about the Bang Bang Club, they want to win some gold. This is their opportunity to take it from FTR. Look for FTR to still retain their tag team titles. It ain't gonna go nowhere right now. FTR are going to keep the tag team titles in their possession as always, like they always do. So seeing that play out tonight as well. So however, that's gonna go down as well. So see FTR still retaining the World Tag Team titles. Another match that's been added to this equation. Gabe Kidd will be taking on Darby Allin one-on-one. Gabe Kidd has been taunting Darby Allin, and Gabe Kidd had done what he did to Darby. Gabe Kidd doing to Darby and what he did to Darby and stuff. So as you see, well, we saw it earlier and how that went. So Gabe Kidd sending a message that he wants to make sure that Darby doesn't leave without a hitch. I think Darby Allin's gonna find a way to win. Look for Darby to get the win over Gabe Kidd. I think Gabe Kidd just there. He's a New Japan talent. I think that New Japan situation. So Gabe Kidd's gonna be joining, but he ain't gonna win. So don't look forward to seeing him. Gabe Kidd did the damage, they didn't do enough. So look for Darby Allin to try to get the win upset over Gabe Kidd. Another match right here. The women's championship is online. It's Jamie Hayter challenges Chris Stanley for the women's championship. Jamie Hayter. Saw right there. Yeah, you saw right here. But we saw. But it's a matter of respect, but at the same time, the championship's on the line. It goes out the window between these women. Even like this week, the women were getting something going on with them between the women. And now they finally got. So we'll see between them. But Renee Paquette did a face-to-face with the two women, arguing about their issues and stuff. We saw. So we'll see how this all is going to play out. Look for Chris Stanley to likely retain her women's championship as always. So Chris Stanley will keep that going up as well. So look seeing that tonight. But so move on to that situation. To this right here. This is a match that like warfare type match, Mixed Nuts Mayhem. What in the world is that? Well, we got an idea. Mixed Nuts Mayhem, the Death Riders and versus Timeless Tony Storm and the Conglomerate. So Timeless Tony Storm is going to join forces with the Death Riders to take them down with the Mixed Nuts Mayhem. Okay. After what Maria Shavara did to Timeless Tony Storm friend Mika in their match this past week. So we're getting Mixed Nuts Mayhem. I think Mika, Timeless Tony Storm want to pay back for their receipt after what had happened and stuff. The Timeless Tony Storm did. So we'll see how that's going to go down as well in this Mixed Nuts Mayhem type of match ordeal. So we'll see how that's gonna go down as well. Well, we get to this right here, but in this Mixed Nuts Mayhem match, look for the good team. Timeless Tony Storm is going to win. So we'll see how this is gonna go as well. So we'll see as well. The Mixed Nuts Mayhem. Look for the Conglomerate Tony Storm to win. So we get to this right here. The main event. The main event of the night will be for the World Heavyweight Championship. Samoa Joe defends the World Championship against 3 former World Champions. Swerve Strickland, Hangman Page, and MJF in a World Championship match, Fatal 4-Way. This Fatal 4-Way will determine the world's end. Like we said right here, MJF. I'm going to go through the rundown right here. Look at MJF right here. We can go to him right quick. MJF. More cunning, more return. He's looking forward to get his world championship back. And this, like we said, we did it that way. MJF could be the man leaving tonight as world champion. And MJF could be packing the gold. Once again, we'll talk about that as well. As well as this right here. Hangman Page looking for a mission, looking for a fight. He's spoiling for a fight. I think Hangman Page could be the one to reclaim his goal by winning the world championship. We'll see. As well as Swerve Strickland, who still wants a world championship match. Swerve wants that, and he does so. Swerve does it tonight if he can win it. Samoa Joe, the defending champion, doesn't have to get pinned to lose his title, but Samoa Joe, real brute, knows that brute force and knows it real good. Samoa Joe getting himself ready, getting himself prepared for the whole situation. But like we said, everybody has something to lose. Everybody has something to gain. But this World Heavyweight Championship match really stood the test of time and really test everybody. I mean, test everybody's statue and stuff. But like we said, this past week, MJF was in a match and he was prepared, but at the same time, he wasn't that prepared. MJF won his exhibition match, but got beat down at the interrupting Swerve Strickland and Hangman Page. Hangman Page and Swerve took MJF out, telling him that it's every man for himself, and it was every man for himself. And we saw that and how that be after MJF weaseled his way into a World Heavyweight Championship match, thus changing the landscape from a triple threat match to now a fatal 4-way. Now Samoa Joe, his team, the Ops, I want to make sure that Joe retains the world championship by any means necessary. At any means necessary could be tonight. So, like we said, it's going to be a really heavy duty match. Look for Samoa Joe. He's still fresh from winning the world championship. He ain't going to lose that belt right now. Look for Joe to retain the world heavyweight championship, and Joe being the one to keep the whole noise down and stuff. So Samoa Joe will, in my eyes, retain the world championship. So look for Joe to retain it and keep this going and keep this rivalry alive and well. Because MJF ain't gonna be going too far too soon. So you could see that as well, but it could be that possibility for tonight and how tonight comes around and stuff for Samoa Joe. Like we said, a lot of matches and possibilities. Even we could see this. This could be the finals in the World's End match between Okada and Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher and Okada. Their situation, how their situation abounds between these two. And we could see that being that way, the possibilities of that happening. But I believe this is going to be the finals between. So we'll see. So looking forward to seeing how that's going to go down as well. So we'll see how that's going to be heading forward, heading farther into the situation between them. So, like you said there, but look for Okada to still retain his championship tonight. It's going to be that, but like we said, as we may, a whole lot of moving parts into this. We'll see how this is going to play out eventually between them. So look forward to seeing that as well. All right. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the World's End Predict the Outcome special. We'll have results and stuff immediately following World's End or probably tomorrow. Drop tomorrow, do whatever. I've been your host, Kendrick Dixon. So long. Thanks for watching the World's End Predict